Joe in. There he is.
Hey.
Hey, Joe. How you doing?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
I'm glad you got the tie on. So you're really sharp. I mean, you've got one of the best websites I've ever seen, MrJoeIconis.com. And, subscribers, literally, you have a ball. Go to his website, and he's got great shots looking really sharp with a white shirt and a skinny tie. This, of course, West type tie with our parents and my little St. Patrick's Day, nod to green. If you
Oh, really nice. Oh, right. Yeah. I have no green. Sorry.
It's perfectly fine. There's enough reveling going on outside 533 Eaton Street right here in the heart of Old Town Key West, where I am.
Oh my goodness. I'm sure. Yeah.
But I'm anxious, to do this with you and meet you and chat with you. First of all, that of course was Annie Golden from Broadway Bounty Hunter. She was on a few weeks ago, and we showed a clip of her singing the song Veins from that show. In fact, why don't we actually start there? Your shows, I guess your pitches, they're really unique. I mean, this is a genre of musical that really is a niche. These are subjects that are very individualistic. They often deal with people on the outside of the mainstream, people that have essentially been trying to work their way in. Tell us a little bit about Broadway Bounty Hunter.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I think you're right on when you say that the subjects I gravitate toward are definitely people who are kind of off the beaten path, people who might self-identify as misfits, outcasts, people who are kind of searching for connections. And so Broadway Bounty Hunter really, that was a musical that came out of my love of Annie Golden specifically. I wanted to write something for her in a way that that sort of old school musical theater writers used to write, star vehicles for Gwen Verdon or Carol Channing or Bernadette Peters, and I just felt like Annie, I've known her for years and years, and it's like she's just such a kick-ass performer. She's so compelling, she's so charismatic, so strange, so sexy. But I always saw her as she was always the best friend or like the crazy neighbor, and she would usually come onto it, a show and have a few scenes and sing some crazy song and would like steal the whole show and then go away. And I just thought, someone should write something for her where she's the center of the story, And then I realized, well, that person should be me, I guess. And so my friends, Jason Sweet Tooth Williams and Lance Rubin and I, who all have known Annie for years, we concocted this idea that put Annie in the center of essentially an action movie. That was sort of the other part. It was like, we want to write something for Annie that really sort of gives her a great leading lady role in kind of a classic musical comedy. And then also we kept saying, how wouldn't it be so funny if Annie was the star of an action movie, if she was treated in the same way that like Arnold Schwarzenegger would have been treated in the 80s or something, or like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. Just because Annie, as you know, is just such a wild character, and she's so sort of like
rock and roll past too. And
she's just had the craziest career.
Punk.
Super punk, and just and such a New Yorker. She's like the most Brooklyn human being who's ever lived, and we just love this idea of putting this like this tried and true New Yorker, this like unabashed streetwise Brooklynite in the middle of this sort of like global action scenario. So yeah, that's where that show came from.